Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining this month's breakfast call. Today is a good day because we have a lot of important information to share with you. As you might know, last weekend was the North American Conference, which took place in Nashville, Tennessee. Here is the picture of this event, and a lot of the information that was shared at this event is also applicable for Europe. Actually, it's global information that was shared, and this event focused on the strategy that ASEA has in place for the next years, and today we will also be sharing this with you. Our Regional Vice President, Eduard Guk, will present this strategy in a minute, but before I hand over to him, I would like to take you back 2 years in time when ASEA gathered for the last global convention we had in Las Vegas. And hopefully you can see this slide is rather small because it contains a lot of information. But the convention in Las Vegas was my first global convention, and it was I was very, very impressed by our founder. And this slide stayed with me, and I use this slide in many of the presentations I do because this is what ASEA is, and this is what ASEA will do over the next years. And it's still applicable today, even though it was presented by our founder 2 years ago in Vegas. It contains the ASEA will statements, promises made by ASEA, things we will focus on for the next couple of years. And one of the things that is stated on this slide, and something that we will do, is to take ASEA to 500 million revenue by the end of 2025. We also want to continue to lead, own, and dominate the REDOX life sciences space in health and wellness by investing in publishable research and, of course, by developing new products. This vision has inspired a lot of movement on our side, particularly around our strategy. How are we going to do this, and how are we going to reach that 500 million by the end of 2025? So now, 2 years later, we have the roadmap in place that will show you exactly how we're going to do this. And I am also very pleased that we can already share this with you, because usually we won't share 2 years of what is coming. But we felt it is important to share this with you because in the end, everything we do evolves around the people, around you. This strategy is called ASEA Next Level, and it's a marriage of promotions, repositioning our company, rebranding our company, and giving you an overall better associate and onboarding experience. And all the way out to getting us to where we are, and a really strong customer acquisition organization. We're really excited about what we call the ASEA Next Level strategy. And with no further ado, let me hand over to Eduard, and let's look at our next level strategy. Eduard, thank you for taking the time today. And yeah, let's take it away.
Thank you, Renda, and good morning to all of you. Thanks a lot for taking the time this morning to be with us. Well, I hope you all had a very good summer, and I hope you are all ready to break some records, because we are as a company. And as Renda mentioned, we would like to spend 1 hour this morning to present to you what is coming over the next 18 months. So this here as a company, we did step back, right? We made a strategic pause. We did not launch any new product, and we did not launch any new markets, because the target was to refine our strategy and to reprioritize. So what we want to present you this morning, this is not only a PowerPoint. This is not only some slide or presentation. That's a real approach we as a company strongly believe in, to make you and to make your team to reach new levels, and also to secure the future as a company. And ASEA is growing, so we are investing in this change. We are investing in this strategy from a position of strength. I think this is very important. We are acting, we are not reacting. Renda mentioned it, our target as a company is to reach $500 million revenue by 2025. But also very important is to bring ASEA and the REDOX to the mass market. And most of the time in a company of the size like ASEA, we will not share what is coming over the next 15 to 18 months, but Renda mentioned it, and I would like to emphasize on this because we are partner. So it's very important for us to present you and to give you a glimpse of what is coming over the next months. And most of the financial resources and also most of the human resources of ASEA are invested in this in 2021 and also for what is coming in 2022. And as a company, we have been spending really a lot of time to look at who we are as an organization at the foundational level. And we are very powerful and we have very clear things which did emerge for us. And what emerged are key strategy we will detail to you in a minute. And those strategy, we need to implement them now in order to move forward. And I think we can all agree that the last year and a half has accelerated some existing trends, right? The pandemic did accelerate some existing trends. I would like to take only one example. The customer comfort for online sales has increased, right? Many more people did order online. This is a fact. This was already a fact before March 2020, but the pandemic did accelerate this trend. And guess what? Network marketing is an online business, right? We have no shop. Everything is doing online. We meet online this morning. So I believe that network marketing is ahead of time compared to other traditional business models. And I think that there are only also one key condition, not only to be successful, but most important to remain successful and to survive in a world of external forces, right? External forces, we talk about regulations, we talk about competition, we talk about the change and the evolution of the customer behavior, we talk about the increased usage of technology, the increased usage of social media, the digital transformation, the social and the environmental components. So look at all the trends around you. This is what I call, and this is what we call the external forces of changes. And when we know that around 40% of the companies, 40% of the companies do not survive their first 5 years, right? 40% is a big number, and there are many reasons for this. But one of the biggest reasons that the company do not survive after 5 years is their inability to change and their inability to adapt. So for me and for us as a company, the condition to remain successful is not only to adapt, but also to anticipate those changes. And I think that this is a key in our world, and even more in the period we are right now. The world is changing constantly, and the world is changing even faster over the previous months. And you need to take action, and you need to change in order to reach your full potential. Right, the change has always been there. I think we can all agree on this. But again, the current period did accelerate the change. And today it's our challenge as a company and as partner, it's our challenge, but also our opportunity to change and to be successful because of this change. So again, remember what I just said at the beginning, we are acting as a company, we are not reacting. And we as a company are ready to embrace the future, and we are ready to move ASEA forward. Jerome used a sentence I like a lot. Jerome said over the weekend, we are not a startup company, but we're just getting started. And I think this is a very good summary of where ASEA is now. The slogan of this company, the motto of ASEA is believe belong, and become. And I think that believing precedes every action. And I personally believe a lot in what we are doing, and the entire company. All the employees of ASEA are believing in this. We know we have something the world needs, and we have a clear and we have a very ambitious vision for this. And this is what I would like to detail right now. Our strategy, the next level strategy of ASEA, is based on 4 different pillars. And we will see this in the next slide. So the first pillar is the foundational branding and messaging, right? The purpose is to have a consistent brand and message around the ASEA brand promise, which is we power potential. The second pillar of the ASEA next level strategy is around the product and the science. I will spend more time at the end of this call to detail to you what initiative we are doing, but the overall purpose is to bring more credibility around REDOX and to bring more credibility around what we are doing. This is the first step. And as a second step, we will also, of course, launch new product. And I think you will all be very excited to hear about this today. Develop the infrastructure and make sure we are ready to expand into new markets. Right now, ASEA is opening 33 different countries in the world, and there are very interesting markets which are not open yet. And of course, we have a high interest to get there. But first, you need to be ready. First, you need to strengthen your foundation before you move forward. And the fourth pillar is what we call OGP. OGP means Organic Growth Plan. If I need to summarize everything into one sentence, I would say that we want to simplify the associate experience. So those are the 4 pillars of the ASEA next level strategy. And now, if you don't mind, we would like to go more into detail into this roadmap. So what you can see on the left, those are the 4 pillars again. And on the top of this slide, those are the very important times to keep in mind. September 2021. This is right now, right? Nashville happened. The US conference, like Renda mentioned, happened a couple of days ago. Then we have another important milestone coming at the beginning of next year. We have the global convention taking place in Las Vegas in April 2022, and I can only encourage all of you to save the date from the 21st of the 23rd of April, because we will have a lot of news to announce in Vegas. And of course, we will also have our European conference from the 9th to the 11th of September 2022, taking place in the beautiful city of Budapest in Hungary. So let me go back to today. Let me go back to September 2021. What we did implement, those are not only promotion, right? It's a real approach we really believe in. We define a core rank, and let me spend 1 minute on this core rank and what do we mean with this. The core rank at ASEA is the rank of Director 300. And there are 2 very simple reasons for this. The first one is we did look at the volume, we did look at statistic, we did look at a lot of data. And many associates, they had enough volume to qualify to bronze, silver, gold, etc., but they missed the Director 300 legs. So this is very important to understand, right, in our compensation plan. You have the volume, but you also have the Director 300 leg as criteria to reach new rank. So that's the first reason. The second reason is also very easy. The first 90 days, 90, are very important. And I don't think this is only network marketing. This is for everything you do, right? If within the first 3 months, you do not see any results, if within the first 3 months, you do not earn at the level you expected, you will leave. And I think we can all agree on this. So we did implement last Saturday many initiatives focusing on the rank of Director 300, and Renda will detail them in a minute. So again, this is very important. Director 300 is now the core rank with ASEA, and we do not only talk about promotion, we talk also about enhance the way we recognize Director 300, right? The new Director 300 will get a personalized message from the company, and we believe this is also very important, and we believe this will help the new joiners, the new associates, to engage more with ASEA. So before we move to the first quarter 2022, I would like to hand over back to Renda. Renda, if you don't mind, to detail all the initiative which started 2 days ago.
It's my pleasure, Eduard. Of course, I will do that. Yeah, thank you so much for this introduction. I think it's an important message that you laid out there that I want to emphasize, is that we are doing this from strength. We're not because we have to do it because something is wrong. No, we are in a very strong position, and we wanna take ASEA to the next level. But yeah, so last Saturday, maybe you already received some information on these promotions, but we still want to touch base on it right now. So let me go to the next slide. So we have 3 promotions, and all of these 3 promotions are designed to help you build a strong foundation in your business. They are also, they complement each other and work together to benefit you as you drive your new associates to achieve our core rank of Director 300. What I also want to add that focuses on the core rank of Director 300 is that when we look, and this is the statistics that Eduard mentioned as well, when we look at all the enrollments that take place in a full year of ASEA, more than 65% comes from Director 300s and 700s. This shows great activity, and we of course want to reward this activity, starting with the Drive to Director 300 bonus, which of course will focus on the rank of Director 300. And what we will do is for the next 6 months, every associate who will reach the level of Director 300, so hit paid rank Director 300 4 times within the first 12 weeks from enrollment, will get a one-time cash award of $300. So I think that's a great promotion. It's not only good for the new joiners, but also for you, right? You have a clear goal to set with your new associates when they start. Then you can tell them you have 12 weeks to hit that Director 300 12 times, and you will earn an extra $300 bonus. Good for you, good for the new associate. And yeah, it will drive the business. We already see it with the director bonus we have in place, the $50 bonus for new joiners that reach the rank of director within the first 14 days. But we are very, very positive that it will yeah, get some great results for everyone in the business. So the next promotion is, one thing I want to mention is that's not stated on this slide, is that people that joined before Saturday, but still have 4 or more weeks out of that 12 weeks since their enrollment, and who haven't reached the rank of Director 300 before, are still eligible to participate in this promotion. The second promotion is called the Fast Start +5. We also want to give you added support in achieving and maintaining the rank of Director 300 through our Fast Start bonus. With the Fast Start +5 promotion, you will get an extra 5% on your Fast Start bonuses. So if you are paid Director 300 or above, and you are the sponsor, you will get a 25% Fast Start bonus instead of the standard 20%. In addition, we will also pay fast start bonus, not only on the enrollment order, but on all orders placed by new associates in the first 30 days, except auto ship orders. What I also want to mention, if you sign someone up, you will receive 20% fast start if you are not a Director 300, but that additional 5% will not be lost. It will go up to the next active paid Director 300 or higher in the sponsorship tree. So again, focusing on the rank of Director 300, rewarding the ones that reach this rank on a regular basis. The third promotion is called the We Miss You campaign. I think that when you see the name of this promotion, you already know what it's about. And it's indeed to reactivate inactive associates. And another important part of building a solid business with as many Director 300 legs as you can build is, of course, retention. Don't you want to just keep everyone who has ever joined your team? Of course, this would be an ideal situation, but we know that's not possible. But we do want to incentivize the ones that have been inactive to re-engage with ASEA, and we want to help you reach out to them. So this promotion will focus on inactive associates, and with inactive associates, we mean associates that haven't purchased a single order in the last 90 days. For them, we made the enrollment packs available again. So this is great, right? We never do that. You only have the opportunity to buy these enrollment packs once. But now for these inactive associates, we made them available again, and they can purchase these enrollment packs with a 15% discount. In addition to that, this promotion is more than just a discount on the enrollment packs. For the inactive associates that reactivate, and by reactivating, I mean place an order, if they go on auto ship and they stay on auto ship for 4 consecutive months with a minimum auto ship volume of 100 PV, they will receive 100 LRP. And if they do it another 4 months, they will receive an additional 100 LRP. Also, the second part of the promotion is not linked to the first part. So these inactive associates do not necessarily have to purchase an enrollment pack to participate in the auto ship part of this promotion. So please reach out to the inactive associates you have in your team to re-engage them with ASEA. We have a really nice widget available in the VO that shows you the inactive people in your team, so you can easily reach out to them. But this promotion is more than just focusing on the inactive people. It's also focusing on you, the sponsor, because if one of these inactive associates buys one of these enrollment packs, you will receive a 10% bonus based on the full volume of the discounted enrollment pack. So it's an incentive for inactive associates to reactivate themselves and then reactivate their first level and earn fast cash as well. So when they reactivate, they will see who's inactive in their team, and they can participate in this part of the promotion as well. So there's a widget available in the VO, there's a report, and as far as I know, our marketing department is also supporting with automated emails to get the information out to these inactive people so that they know they can profit from this promotion. The Drive to Director 300 and the Fast Start +5 promotion will run for 6 months. They all started on Saturday, and the We Miss You promotion will run for 90 days. So it started September 11th, and it will run all the way through December 10th. So again, these 3 promotions have a very clear goal. They want to help you build a stable business and focus on the foundation. These promotions also work really well together and will focus on the core rank. In addition to these 3 promotions, we have a couple other things that we want to share with you That will start already now or really soon. And one of these things is that we will waive the renewal fee for our loyal associates. So this means that if you are on auto ship with the market minimum activity requirements, for most markets in Europe, this is 100 PV. If you place 6 months of auto ship out of the last 12, and you are on an active auto ship at the date of your renewal, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to do anything. Our IT system will see that you are one of these very loyal associates, and we will waive this fee of $25. I think this is something that we had to do. Our loyal associates on auto ship are the most important thing in this company, and the least thing we can do is to waive this renewal fee. So I'm really pleased that we can introduce this already now. I think, Eduard, can you nod if I'm correct that this will be starting in October, or is it October? Yes. Another thing that we just briefly want to mention is that over the next couple of months, and we will add more payment methods. As you can remember, we added PayPal as a payment method this year, and this was a great success because we see that a lot of people are using PayPal right now. Of course, we had credit card, and in 1 or 2 other markets, we have 1 additional payment methods. But we also see that some countries, they are not used to paying with credit cards, and maybe PayPal is not that accepted just yet. So we will look at every single country and see if there is a payment method that is used extensively in that market, and we will try to implement that as soon as possible. However, I have to mention that we will focus first on the Asian markets, because they have a very different culture, as we all know, and also they use very different payment methods than we are used to. So this is the priority, but then we definitely will look at all the European markets as well. So then we're going to the next step of the roadmap. So I will hand back to Eduard.
Thank you, Renda. Well, before we continue, I really do hope that those news are very exciting for you. And if your interest go beyond the product and the science, I would like really to encourage you to leverage all those new tools, to leverage all those new promotion, and to take this presentation, to organize meeting with your team, with your group, because we believe those are the right tools to help you, to support you to reach the next level with your ASEA activity. Moving back now to the first quarter of 2022. Before I continue, there is one important thing I would like to mention. All those initiatives, Renda mentioned it at the beginning, all those initiatives are meant to be global. We are not talking only about the USA or only about North America, right? The timing of the implementation might vary a bit. So right now, for everything we will talk about now, we will launch first in the US. And I think you all understand why, because there are less regulation. They all speak the same language, which is not the case in Europe. So we will need some more time, but everything you will see in this roadmap will also be implemented a couple of months after the US launch in Europe and also in other regions. The promotion are global, of course. The promotion which did started on the 11th of September are global. But what we will talk about now and the dates you see, those are for US launch, and then consider 2 to 4 months later a launch in Europe. So beginning of next year, foundational messaging. I repeat myself, but the key is to simplify the experience. If we want to bring our technology and our opportunity to the mass market, we need to simplify the message, right? ASEA and the REDOX is not only for people with some scientific knowledge. ASEA is for everyone. But in order to bring this technology, in order to bring what we are doing to the mass market, you need to simplify the message. This is very important. You need to simplify the understanding of what we do. You need to resonate with the average customer. So that's the line we are following in our foundational messaging. We will have new replicated websites. We are partnering with external or third-party supplier to design new replicated websites. So this is a new approach. We want to provide a new associate experience, right? One example, social proof are now very important. When you go and you order online something, you look at the ratings, you look at the comments. And when I talked 10 minutes ago about the change of customer behavior, this is exactly what we mean. We need to adapt and we need to anticipate those trends. Like it or not, but the website like Amazon, they are super successful. Why? Because they deliver a simple and easy experience. You can see the ratings of the product, you can see the comments, etc., etc. So this is what we mean with e-commerce. This is what we mean with adapting to the changes. So we will have new replicated website and we will launch new corporate website at the beginning of next year. Moving forward, we will also add a new associate enrollment flow, a new associate enrollment experience. The purpose is the exact same, right? Let's click, make it easier, not having 7 or 8 steps before someone can join as an associate. So again, simplify the experience, very important. New e-commerce shopping experience. Well, this is just what I just mentioned a minute ago. Now we are moving to April 2022 with a new REDOX vision. So we will launch new products first in the US in April 2022, and the European launch will take place during our event in Budapest in September 2022. So I think that's another very good reason for you to save the date. And by the way, the tickets are already available in the shopping cart of your virtual office. So let's move forward, and I believe those will be very exciting news for you when we talk about new products. So we are REDOX. What does that mean? REDOX is the energy that powers all life, and we are the first company to promote the power of REDOX for cellular health. Last but not least, we also continue to develop product to further our 10-year legacy, to strengthen our business opportunity, and to spread the ethos of this company. This is also very important through the world. So before I present you the new product, the 5 new products we will launch, what are the key criteria when you develop and launch a product? Well, first one must be customer friendly, must be consumer friendly, must be relevant. You should also have products which make a difference right away, right? If you have a product and the consumer can only feel the difference after 1 year, it's more difficult to sell than products which make a difference right away. The on-the-go factor in packaging, this is also very important, right? The form of the product. Is it liquid? Is it stick? Is it pouches? Is it powder? We also want, and I think this is very important to reach the mass market, and in the view of the international expansion, we will also lower price points. And of course, this is the line I think you understand, to make product easier to understand and get excited about. So the new products we developed, they are formulated to leverage the power of REDOX and to target cellular health. Starting with the first 3 new products in the REDOX Cells Performance line. So I'm very happy to tell you that in the months of April 2020 for the US, and again in September 2022 for Europe, we will launch 3 new products: REDOX Mind for cognitive health, REDOX Energy for sustainable cellular energy, and REDOX Mood to manage anxiety and stress. And those are not concepts, right? 2 of those products are already ready, they're already tested, right? So we are not talking about ID here, we are talking about something which is already existing and we are very confident about. So this is about the REDOX performance line. We will also launch 2 new products in the Renew Advanced Skincare line with new branding, with a new pricing, I mentioned it, a new packaging, and of course, enhanced formulation. So I think you understood the strategy, right? We are focusing on our advantage. We are focusing on our competitive advantage, which is the REDOX technology and science. So this is very important. And the new product you will see in the future will be REDOX product. So a bit of background around or behind the product development. We are also investing a lot in research and science. As you know, we did open recently, we launched recently in Salt Lake City, the ASEA Verdis Norton Lab, right? The Verdis Norton Center for Redox Life Sciences. So this was one of the initiatives. Second initiative, and this is made to support the current product message. We are partnering with different scientists all around the world. So those are the individuals you can see on the screen. So very important, we talk about many individuals from many different continents, right? You have people from America, people from Australia, people from Asia, but you also have individuals from Europe, as you can see in this map, from the UK, from France, from Germany, from Spain. So hopefully this will give you a better idea of what we are doing. This will give you a better idea of what is happening in the background, backstage. And not only we partner with those individuals, but we also partner with 6 different universities all around the world. So as you can see, many famous universities, you know, we partner with those universities to support what we are doing, to bring more credibility and to improve the reputation. And we believe this will help you, and this will help us as a company and as partner to bring more credibility and to reach even more people. So we have currently 6 different studies running around the ASEA REDOX to support the existing claims. Right now, I can't tell you at which time the studies will be published because they are still ongoing. But again, the key purpose is to build even more credibility around what we are doing. And those individuals, those scientists and the universities, they are assisting us while we are developing new products. The last information on this roadmap before we move to another very exciting news, which is our new incentive trip. We aim to launch a customer acquisition program. And the new products, so as you can see in this roadmap, the new products are coming before the launch of this customer acquisition program for one single reason, is because the more product you have, the more chances you have to reach more people and to reach the mass market and to reach more customers. So those new products, those 5 additional products will feed the customer acquisition program. And the target, the purpose is very easy. The purpose is to attract people with little to no experience in network marketing. And the customer program, the customer acquisition program, is the last stage of our funnel, right? The target is also to equalize our associate and customer program. Right now, if you look at the compensation plan, the way the company treats associate and customer is not the same. The way you communicate to people is very important. We have a lot of associates who are only customer, right? Those people, they don't want to receive information about the compensation plan. They don't want to receive information about the next incentive trip or the events, etc., etc. So the purpose is also to target better our message and our communication. This is one of the key to be even more successful. The conversion process will be also much easier, right? You might have people, they will start as a customer, then they test the product, they like the product, they have a good experience, they want to invest more, and they want to become associates. So this will also be possible. We also aim to reward the customer talking about ASEA, not financially because they will not be associate, but there are many different ways to reward customer with loyalty point, with discount, etc., etc. So I will not spend too much time on this because we talk about the end of next year, beginning of 2023, but it was very important again for us to give you this roadmap, to tell you where we are going. And I really do hope that you like it, and I really do hope that you will adopt it. And I can only encourage you to take this presentation to your team, right? This is very important. I think one of the reasons why we do this, or one of the reason we do things in general, is because we have perspective, right? And long-term perspective. So I hope this roadmap, I hope our strategy gives you also more perspective with your ASEA activity. So with those words, as I mentioned, we have last information for you. I think many of us are dreaming about traveling. At least this is my case. I'm very lucky that I had the possibility to start to travel again. We have many associates events coming, and I'm really looking forward to meeting again with many of you. So as we are still, or as some of you might still dream about traveling, we have a last very exciting news for you, which is our next, or no, our current qualification period already started 4 days ago, our 2022 European ASCENT. And to present this, I would like to hand over again to Renda.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edouard. And you asked a question, you shared. I hope that you like it. I already see something in the chat that people are really excited. I also know that, well, I was in Denmark last weekend to present this strategy as well. And especially the part about the new products was received very well, with applause and people cheering. So I think especially this part is what our associates are waiting for and are really excited about, and so are we, of course. And I think by already announcing this now, people can prepare for this, right? Maybe you will have some people in your team that are waiting for a product like this. You can make them aware that this is coming. The fact that we will be launching it in September, and it will be launched in the US, some people say, why not at the same time? Of course, you can think like that. I also see it as an advantage, right? Because you already have access to all the documentation about these products before it's launched. So you can prepare your team and yourself to get these products out to the people in your team and reach out to new people that might be looking for these products. But I know that that many are very excited about this, and with the promotions we have in place, I think we are in a very strong position to end this year really strong, with so many new ways to earn additional cash. Let's call it cash. Yeah, thank you so much for presenting. And yes, the peak performance program, and in this case the ASEA Europe ASCENT, is also part of the September launch, because the qualification period started right at the Nashville conference on Saturday. So it was announced then, and it started right away. And ASCENT this year, it will be a regional ASCENT. So in Europe, we have our own ASCENT. In North America, they have an ASCENT. In Asia and Australia as well. So this one is specifically for our European associates. And well, you probably already saw some pictures or saw something in the VO about the destination, but still, I'm very pleased to share with you that we are going to the very beautiful Paphos in Cyprus. When I'm seeing this video, it still feels a bit unreal. It's been so long for me to take a plane and go on a holiday like this to what is to me paradise. Actually, last weekend when I flew to Denmark, that was the first plane I took since well, I think February last year, so a long time ago. And of course, we have to be careful. You never know what's going to happen over the next 6 months. But this is what we have planned for you. The pictures that you saw in the video is actually what we're going to do. So the hotel that you saw, it's the Annabelle Hotel. So we are going to a beautiful 5-star resort. I have some more pictures that I want to show you of this hotel. I think it looks amazing. Look at that view, look at the pool and the palm trees. I know Eduard and Madis already went there to do a site inspection. They came back very excited, so I can't wait to go either. So this is how the hotel looks like. So a couple of words about Cyprus. Well, it's in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, so we can profit from this beautiful climate as well. Nice weather. Hopefully, you never know, but it's very likely, or at least more likely than in the Netherlands, where I am from. So a beautiful culture as well, and a safe and friendly place. All buildings, like I said, with the culture, and of course we will do some activities because we do not want to offer you a trip. Let's go on a holiday together. We want to offer you an experience, right? Something that you might not do by yourself. We're also traveling, hopefully in a big group. So create this experience together. You saw it already in the video, but what we will be doing is we will go on a big boat together. We will have dinner there. We will go on a quad tour. We also go. We will have a great recognition dinner. We will also give you some free time, right? Sometimes when you spend 4 days with a big group, it's nice to spend a couple of minutes just with your team or with some people that you just met and explore the island yourself. So there is some free time for you as well. And we will also do a short business meeting. And yeah, this is of course a trip. It's an experience, but it's also a networking event. It will be one of the first opportunities you can have to meet with associates from all around Europe and meet and talk with them. So looks nice, but of course you need to do something. So let's go to the next slide where I will give you a bit more information and also to explain to you what we will be looking at with this this incentive. So we will travel in June. So the event will take place the 9th until the 12th of June. And the qualification period already started last Saturday, and it will run for 6 months, or to be more precise, 26 weeks. All active associates in Europe will be eligible to participate in this incentive. And what is different from the last ASCENT trips is that the qualification criteria are different. They actually are now similar to the ones that we had in place for our European incentive trip. So the trip to Marrakesh, the trip to Lapland and South Africa, where we focused on personal group volume 3 levels down. And in addition to that, we also look at personal enrollment volume, because we want not only your team to grow, we also want you to be active. So PGV3, what is it? PGV3 looks at your personal sponsorship tree, and it includes all the volume of your first 3 levels. So it's your volume, it's the volume of the people that you sponsored personally, and 2 more levels down. You don't need to track this yourself. You can find this information in your dashboard. You can find it in the volume totals section. When you go to the home screen in the VO, you click on volume totals, you can see your PGV3 there as well. And of course, we will keep track of this for you by having a widget online for this incentive as well. So what do you need to do? To qualify for this event, and qualify for this event means that you are invited to come. You will get all the activities and group trainings. You will get gifts. We will make sure that once you arrive at the airport, you will be brought to the hotel. All the food and beverages are included. And of course, your accommodation has been paid for. It's not just for you, it's for two persons, and you can take whoever you want, whether that's your partner, it's a team member, or someone completely different. This is for you, and of course, it's up to you who you bring. So that's the 4th prize, and then all the way up to 1st prize, we will be adding travel reimbursements if you reach a higher price. So what do you need to do? You need to increase your PGV3 by a minimum of 20,000 to qualify. So how do we calculate this? It's easy. We look at the past 26 weeks and we say, this is your base volume. This is what you did before. And now in the next 26 weeks, you need to do 20,000 more. Again, this base volume will be calculated for you. You don't have to do it yourself, but by looking at the widget, you can see what you need to do, and you can calculate for yourself, what does my weekly PGV need to be in order to qualify for this event. In addition to that, we are asking you to sponsor new people. We're looking for a minimum of 1,000 PV personal enrollment volume. And so this is what you need to do. And the most important thing about this incentive, because of the qualification criteria, is that you have to work together with your team, because it's PGV3. So it's not just you and your front lines, it's 2 levels more in depth. So sit together with your team, look what they need to do to qualify and help them qualify. By doing so, you're already working on your own qualification for this ASEA ASCENT trip. I have one example, and this is also where you can see a difference between our previous event, our European incentive, where we had a minimum base volume, which was set at 12,000. For this ASCENT trip, there is no minimum base volume. So if you started on Saturday, your base volume will be 0, and you will qualify 4th place if your PGV3 by the end of the qualification is 20,000. I just wanted to mention that because that is really important. Again, focusing on new joiners as well. We want them, if they've shown great activity and build a big team quickly, that they will qualify for ASCENT. In this example, it just shows you your base volume, the incremental PGV3 you need in order to achieve the prize levels, and the total PGV3 that you need to do to reach this incentive, and also looking at the equivalent average incremental weekly volume. So in this case, it's the 20, for the fourth prize, it's the 20,000 divided by the 26 weeks of qualification period. And it shows you what incremental volume you need to do on a weekly basis. I hope it's clear. We will make a lot more information available in the VO, of course. Just quickly in 2 words. So look at your base PGV3 in the ASCENT widget in your virtual office. Increase your basis PGV3 by at least 20,000 during the incentive, in average 8 cases more per week, and generate a minimum of 1,000 personal enrollment volume over the next 26 weeks. Track your progress in the ASCENT widget and leaderboard in your virtual office. And like I already mentioned, work together with your team, because you are doing this together. And to me, it would be great if you're going to this trip, you want your team to be there as well. So please do this, because it will help, and it will help you qualify. We saw that with our European incentive trips already, that teams that really work closely together, it ended in great results. And we had teams that went there with many, many people. So very good to do this. One more nice picture, picture yourself sitting there with a nice drink, with a nice view, and lovely people surrounding you, because we will travel with a big group of ASEA associates and executives as well. Before we close, Eduard already mentioned it, we have planned our 2022 European conference in Budapest, and we want to show you this.
No one ever loved anyone before, and I love you like no one ever loved anyone before. Is that your smile? Is that your style? Is that your legs wrapped around me tight? Is that your smile? Is that your style? Is that your legs wrapped around me? And I love you like no one ever loved anyone before. And I love you like no one ever loved.
The beautiful city of Budapest. We can't wait. We know for sure that this is going to be the most, well, I don't want to say successful, but the largest gathering of ASEA associates in Europe. We already opened the ticket sales this weekend, and please make sure that you get your ticket early, because we have limited space available. We also decided to stay with one ticket price of $29 per ticket. You can buy it in the VO. So just go to your shopping cart, you see event tickets, and it will be there. Of course, these prices will be not in dollars, but in your local currency. So in most cases, euros. So it will be the equivalent of $29. And yeah, of course, it will be translation into Hungarian will be provided. But again, when you come here with your team, and a lot of the people are requesting translations in different languages, we can also provide this based on numbers. So motivate your team to come, purchase your ticket now, because again, limited space available. And then let's meet together in Budapest on the in a year, September 9th until the 11th of September 2022. We will be there in the Budapest Congress Center. So really excited about that. And one more slide before you go, and this slide is also available in your library. Our marketing team is updating this regularly. This is just an overview of everything we have going on top of the compensation plan, right? So these are all promotions, incentives, and and events that we have got going on. So the ongoing promotions of loyalty rewards and fast start, of course, the ASEA convention in April, the global convention, and our conference. The level up promotion that's still running, the last payments will be made after the month of September. Very importantly, emerging leader training that we will have here in Munich early next year, February 19th and 20th, for the ones that qualify for for this event, and the ones that already qualified during the last qualification period. A very exciting training opportunity for you. 1.5 days of trainings from top field leaders and ASEA executives. So this will be the first gathering we have here. So make sure that you and your team qualify for this one as well. And then the 3 promotions that we just announced, and ASCENT. Of course, the peak performance program is not just ASCENT, it's also the diamond trip and the legacy experience. So all these things on one slide are on top of the compensation plan that's going on right now. So also download this PDF document and show it to new joiners or to your team to say, this is what ASEA is doing over the next for a year. Promotions, incentives, events. So a lot of things that you can use as carrots, that you can use as motivation to build a stable and sustainable business. Thank you so much, Eduard, for presenting the strategy and joining today. Thank you so much for joining and listening to us for slightly over an hour. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And then, of course, hope to see you next month for our next breakfast call. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day and week, and hopefully see you very soon. Thank you so much.